Arsenal have made their Emirates return, beating AS Monaco in the 12th Emirates Cup. Today we'll break it all down, from Mikel Arteta's tactical experiments to the Rice and Partey midfield, as well as finding out about Arsenal's new agreement for Fabrizio Romano. We'll get the latest on the future following Balogun, find out what's happening with Gabriel Jesus, and reveal what's next for Alexander Zinchenko. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Babs14. Welcome back to your boys channel. I know you guys are doing sensational because Arsenal have won the Emirates Cup. Smash a like on the video if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and help your boy on his road to 200,000 subscribers. But starting off with Arsenal's Emirates Cup victory. Arsenal were back at the Emirates Stadium after 66 days of waiting. The opponents AS Monaco. Arsenal victorious after a 1-1 draw normal time, a 5-4 victory on penalties. Some of the penalties were outstanding. Have a look at Jorginho's one. The run up, the step, and the bang into the top corner. Arsenal have now won the Emirates Cup for the 7th time. Nketiah and Timber after the game, all smiles. It is just pre-season, but the lineup was very interesting. Arteta going for Timber as the inverted left back, Kiwior and Saliba at the back. The new midfield of Partey, Rice and Smith Rowe. A front three of Vieira, Martinelli and Nketiah. Eddie was the captain of the day and he put in an outstanding performance. Have a look at his heat map. This guy was all across the pitch working his socks off. In 83 minutes, a 7.5 rating, 1 goal scored, 1 shot on target, 1 off target, 3 successful dribbles, 37 touches, 16 accurate passes. His goal showcases fantastic movement, the ability to arrive in the box with a very instinctive finish. But what impressed me the most was his overall efficiency. Nketiah was dropping deep, linking up the play, doing the job of a false 9. In that final third, Nketiah has definitely improved in terms of playmaking. The prime example being that pass to Gabriel Martinelli, where he easily could have got an assist. I believe Nketiah is somewhat underrated. He doesn't really have a standout attribute, but there are a lot of things that he does very well. We're talking the basics of a striker, working his centre back, holding that ball up. Where was Gabriel Jesus though? With Arsenal confirming before the game, Gabby Jesus misses tonight's game due to a knee issue, and he will be assessed. After the game, Mikel Arteta confirmed the severity. He's had a little procedure this morning. He's injured unfortunately. He's had some discomfort in his knee that caused him some issues, so they had to go in. He is going to be out for a few weeks. The key part here is the area of the injury being the knee, the exact same area that kept Jesus out for 3 months last season. Art De Roche of The Athletic confirms Gabriel Jesus' injury is related to his previous one. The aim of the procedure performed today is to eliminate the irritation in the area. It is not a severe injury, but with it being a surgery, Jesus is going to be out. He will miss the start of the season, potentially some massive games. City, United and Spurs. Mikel Arteta now has a forward dilemma. Who is he going to start against Man City? You've got the option of the natural strike of Eddie Nketiah, but you've also got the false 9 in Leandro Trossard, arguably Arsenal's most impressive player in pre-season. This game was another example of his playmaking ability. Despite completing 10 passes in his 28-minute cameo, Trossard created 3 chances. Trossard has proven himself in the past to get the best out of Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. But who do you guys believe should start against Man City? A major concern from this game though was definitely the defence. Arsenal once again way too open. It all comes down to transitional moments. Arsenal are allowing way too much space. They cannot read the runners in behind. Right now we lack the cohesion, and it makes a lot of sense why. During pre-season, Mikel Arteta has chopped and changed a lot. We have not seen a consistent back four, but things will soon change. As we get closer and closer to the season, we will now see less and less experiments. Find out Mikel Arteta's true back four. There was though a defensive positive. The performance of Aaron Ramsdale, especially in the penalty shootout, standing his ground and saving the penalty against Takumi Minamino. Ramsdale showed to me in this game, with all the rumours around the brand new goalkeeper, the uncomfort makes him even better. We saw a sharper Ramsdale with better distribution. You also had Mikel Arteta as brand new midfield three. The first time that we had seen Thomas Partey and Declan Rice play together. As you can see by the heat map of Rice, he was playing as a left-sided number 8. Overall, it was a solid performance. In 62 minutes and 90% passing accuracy, 35 out of 37. 48 touches, 5 passes into the final third. 4 duels won, 2 tackles made, as well as 2 recoveries. What we saw was the glimpses. Prime example being the combination with Gabriel Martinelli. A 1-2 and a running behind. A fantastic cross that could have easily been an assist. Rice wasn't outstanding, but we saw the signs of a potential Granit Xhaka replacement to give Arsenal the ability to replicate last season's dynamics. After the game, Rice says, "Blown away by the reception I received before the game. Love my first minutes at the Emirates. We keep building and pushing. Thank you, Gunners." What we saw in this game was a prime example of players adapting. The examples of Yuri Timber and Declan Rice, both growing into brand new positions. There was one player though that I believe Arsenal were missing. The influence of Alexander Zinchenko. Timber is growing into the position, but Zinchenko offers Arsenal a different level of control. In this game there wasn't enough sustained pressure. But what about Emil Smith Rowe? His heat map shows him playing on the right hand side as a number 8, a 6.6 overall rating, 37 touches, 25 accurate passes, 0 successful dribbles and only 1 ground duel won. I can understand why Smith Rowe struggled. His game is all about combination play. On that right hand side alongside Vieira and Tomiyasu, Arsenal were unable to maximise Smith Rowe's profile. You then had Fabio Vieira, who had a very intriguing performance. A lot of Arsenal fans during the game not very impressed. His stats though are decent, a 7.7 rating, 59 touches, 24 accurate passes, 4 key passes, 1 big chance created, as well as 1 penalty shootout goal. Playing as the right winger in the absence of Bukayo Saka, Arteta was trying to use Vieira in the Bernardo Silva role, not as an explosive wide forward, but someone to give Arsenal extra control, give Vieira space to find the crosses. There's something very obvious missing from Vieira's game. I'm not just talking about physical ability, I want to see more self-belief. Fabio Vieira has a lot of natural qualities. We've seen it in so many different glimpses, but if you want to break into this Arsenal first team, you need to be more decisive. Show your qualities on a more consistent basis. Arsenal have now ended their non-competitive pre-season, winning the MLS All-Stars Challenge, as well as the All-Star Game, and now winning the Emirates Cup, a loss against Man United and a win against Barcelona. It's not been a fluid pre-season. Some fans concerned that it's not like last year. There is a reason behind the lack of consistency. Mikel Arteta has used his pre-season to experiment as much as possible. Unlike last year, we have not seen a consistent lineup. That's why we're not seeing the same cohesion, but the idea behind it is to have sharper squad depth, have more players adapted to their roles, ready to fire into the first team if they are called upon. Talk to me down below in the comments, what have you guys learned from pre-season? And what do you believe is Arsenal's best starting 11? Moving on to Arsenal's transfer movements. The future of Folarin Balogun is getting interesting. Arsenal were in talks with Inter Milan, but Fabrizio Romano has already confirmed Inter have stopped talks with Balogun, as they believe the deal for the striker is too expensive. They have turned their eyes elsewhere to Gianluca Scamacca of West Ham. According to Ben Jacobs, Folarin Balogun has asked Arsenal to drop their £45 million asking price, and he feels the club have added £10 million extra to the fee. Arsenal argue the valuation is more than fair, and some of the club want £50 million as a minimum. Multiple Premier League clubs have inquired for him. I can totally understand what Arsenal are doing. When you've got a striker under contract until 2025, who's just backed 20 league goals in his first year in a top 5 league, in the current striker market where players are going for €70 million after scoring 9 goals, Arsenal know they need to be stern. They've got a player here with high market value, and the Premier League interest is heating up. According to the ex-West Ham employee, West Ham can make a move for Arsenal forward Folarin Balogun. This is very intriguing because West Ham definitely have money to spend, having got £105 million for Declan Rice. As things stands, they are the only team in the Premier League yet to make a single signing. They have missed out on Harvey Barnes, maybe even James Ward-Prowse. Pressure is building at West Ham. They need to make a big name signing. With the departure of Gianluca Scamacca, there will be space there. With Gabriel Jesus now out injured, will that affect Balogun's future? Mikel Arteta says, the plan with Flo does not change at all, but unfortunately with Gabby, we're not going to have him for a few weeks. We have other options to play with different quality of players, so we will adapt. You then have the future of Mohammed Kudus. The Ghanaian has recently turned 23 years of age. His current club Ajax have made a massive move. A Fabrizio Romano exclusive confirms Ajax have hijacked West Ham's deal to sign Man City's top talent, Carlos Borges. Verbal agreement in place. The player will be in Amsterdam for medical tests soon, as sources close to Ajax confirm. A clear indication that they are trying to replace Mohammed Kudus, who Arsenal have held talks with. Those talks have been positive. There's also been a decisive move in a player sale, as reports in Sheffield confirm. Austin Trusty has completed his medicals at Sheffield United. Soon after we got the official confirmation, Sheffield United announcing, welcome to the Blades Austin Trusty. Arsenal receive a £5 million fee, with Trusty signing a 4-year contract. He said things happen quick, but that's how football works. You then have a surprise development in the future of Moses Caicedo. As Ben Jacobs confirms, Moses Caicedo's camp have been told by Brighton an £80 million bid, surpassing Chelsea's rejected offer from an unnamed Premier League club, is confidential. They don't know the identity or whether the offer is real. However, contrary to some reports, Liverpool have not made the bid. A surprise offer out of nowhere. Who is that club going to be? The clubs that stand out straight away, of course, are Man United, Pep Guardiola's Man City, and of course you have the speculation about Arsenal. What is happening though with Arsenal's pursuit of David Raya? Nazar Kinsella confirms David Raya has communicated to Brentford his desire of joining Arsenal. Then you got a breaking update from Fabrizio Romano, who understands David Raya has reached an agreement in principle with Arsenal on personal terms. Brentford have been informed by the player side that he wants to join Arsenal, and talks between the clubs over the £4 million price are now expected to accelerate. I am not surprised by this news. Raya has made his preference very obvious. Despite the interest in Bayern Munich, he wants to move to a very enticing Arsenal project, work alongside a former coach in Inaki Kana. Even before a potential signing, we have seen his impact. Look at the performance of Ramsdale against Monaco, sharper than ever and switched on, because he understands his place is not guaranteed. Arsenal's first offer has arrived. A Fabrizio Romano exclusive confirming that Arsenal have submitted an opening bid for David Raya to Brentford. The proposal is worth £20 million fixed fee plus £3 million in add-ons. Raya has told Brentford he wants to move as personal terms are already agreed. Arsenal have put £23 million on the table, nearly half of Brentford's original value of £40 million. I don't expect it to get accepted, but how will things develop next? Moving on though to the other Arsenal news today, and starting off with a brand new Arsenal announcement. As they confirm, for 17 years, Arsenal and Emirates have woven together as one. With great pride and excitement, we have extended the longest running front of the shirt partnership in the Premier League until 2028. Having signed the initial deal back in 2006, this goes back a long way, and Arsenal are getting a hefty paycheck. According to a Lucas Bacek exclusive, I can reveal that the value of the sponsorship will exceed a massive £60 million per year, starting from the 2024-25 season. The details of the deal include additional incentives. This deal is up there as one of the biggest in the world, matching the likes of PSG and Real Madrid, an example of Arsenal's off-the-field success. In terms of this year's third kit, it is about to be announced. Here it is in all its beauty. Arsenal are going to have a green kit. They were meant to play against AS Monaco, where it will soon become official. You then have the future of Nicolas Pepe. Fabrizio Romano confirms that Turkish side Besiktas have now a genuine interest in Nicolas Pepe. He is out of the project at Arsenal and prepared to leave. Negotiations will take place in order to discuss the structure of a potential deal. Arsenal are trying to find a solution. They will meet with Pepe's agency, and there are some rumours that this might even be a termination. You then have though Arsenal legend Arsene Wenger, who was in attendance to watch Arsenal's game against AS Monaco, and here he was the following day, visiting his Arsenal statue for the first ever time. What a photo we have here. Arsene smiling, looking better than ever, with the famous red tie. Here he was after the game alongside Arsenal's new player Kai Havertz. To see Arsene reconnected with the club is so beautiful. Another example of the positive atmosphere behind the scenes. Next up though, we have a massive game. Arsenal vs Man City at Wembley Stadium in the Community Shield. The chance to win some more silverware. Who is going to be available? You should have Bukayo Saka, who Mikel Arteta confirms only missed the game against Monaco because of illness. You also have news on Alexander Zinchenko. Mikel Arteta confirms that he is close. I think he's going to start training with the team, and hopefully we will have him back very soon. That is the video there and there though, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to smash a like and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to follow your boy on all of his social medias, then the links are down below in the description. But that was the latest episode of the Transfers FC. Arsenal go to Wembley this Sunday and it is going to be fascinating. A battle against Man City, a chance to lay an early marker. We're going to find out what Mikel Arteta has planned. So I'll see you next time. Take care and in a bit.